Hey everyone, this is Shahid Iqbal. I'm here with the third edition of the Rung Film Festival, and it's my pleasure to have Imaan Hasan next to me. And she is a filmmaker who has submitted her film for the first time in Rung Film Festival Spectator, which made it to the Saturday all female film block. And we're just waiting for the jury. No, I'm kidding. So, Iman, tell our audiences um, why did you decide to make this film?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've seen it.
Yeah.
Not many people have seen it, but what was the inspiration behind it? Um, did you were like, shit, I shouldn't have done it? This, or like, what was the whole process?
Yeah. So, Spectator is a very personal film. It's a film about a girl who has an eating disorder, and it is something that I wanted to see myself and my experience represented on the screen. And it's a student film. I made it when I was still in school. Filmed it a little over a year ago today. And so it it was difficult because it's kind of hard to put years of trauma and trials and tribulations into 7.5 minutes.
Right.
But when I was writing it, I was just thinking about the person who I was in high school when I was going through most of what's depicted in the film. And I say to all my friends, it was so scary to make this. When I was on set, I allotted time that was like Iman crying time. Because I wanted to be able to have that freedom to take 5, to step out when I needed to. And luckily, alhamdulillah, I'm surrounded by people who are so sweet, and my entire crew are just so wonderful. And I wanted to also let them, if they needed to take a break, because it's very heavy. And even though it was a very heavy subject matter, and there were moments where I needed to take 5, I don't think I've been on a more fun set. It just felt like I was hanging out with my friends.
Yeah.
And
rewarding.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And so I tell everyone, like, it was really scary to make this, but I don't regret it at all. The amount of people who after showing it, after seeing it, people who I don't know, and also people who I do know, who I've like worked with and didn't really know anything about their personal life, have come up to me and said thank you, because I've never seen myself represented this way, so honestly and so unapologetically. And that's what I wanted to do. So yeah, it's been a really crazy journey for I think I started writing it in February of last year. So it's been a crazy.
Just 2025?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. We filmed 2025. No, yeah, we filmed April 2025, and it was my senior year thesis film, and I wanted something that was very raw and very honest, but also was cheap.
You were the writer, you were the director, you were the actor.
I was the director. I was
paid yourself 3 times.
Paid myself nothing 3 times. Yes. We had a budget of $300, and all of that went to catering. So,
so people did work for pizza and Coke, huh?
Yeah, they did, as you do on student films. Yeah, and I'm very grateful.
So, Iman, what were the challenges of being in front of the camera and also behind the camera?
Yeah, I'd never acted before this, and this was my first experience acting, and my rehearsals were just me in the shower, just practicing lines to myself, like on my own time when I could make time, because I was also a full-time student, and we were filming this going into like finals and everything, and so I was trying to make time to practice. But to be so honest, I kind of went into the acting process blind, because I had never acted before, and I had directed, and that's where my heart lies, is as a director. but I will say it was very liberating to be both at the same time. It was very emotionally exhausting because, like I said, this is a very personal film, and putting myself out there. Even when I was on set, it was a room of like 12 of my good friends.
Right.
But, you know, when it's screened, it's in theaters of like hundreds of people, right? And I'm just essentially telling them like, this is my past. This is what, you know, I've been through, and that's okay. And then they see my face when I go up for a Q&A, and they're like, oh, that's the girl. That's her. And so there's like that layer of personalness that comes with it, but it was such a great experience, and it was kind of fun to play with switching off the director brain and turning on the actor brain. And I had two amazing ADs who, you know, knew the story well enough to let me do that and to like take over logistical control, so that I could be like the creative person in front of the camera.
All right, great. So before I get into how did you find out about Rung Film Festival, and what made you decide to submit your film here?
Yeah, so I love being Pakistani, and and you know, in Chicago, I'm sure they're out there, but I haven't met a single Pakistani filmmaker in Chicago.
Wow.
And you know, I have like South Asian friends who are filmmakers, but none of them are Pakistani. And I was like, there has to be something for us out there. Yeah. So I did some Googling and I found you guys. And
wonderful. Thanks to Google then.
Yeah, thank you very much to Google and to Film Freeway. And I'm very excited to be here. It's you know, the energy is so welcoming. Everyone's so sweet.
Thank you. So where is now, before I get to you know, your family question, where is Imaan headed now, 2026 and beyond?
It's a great question. I'm still just a year post-grad, and so I am trying to take it slowly. I am in the process of writing a feature about life post-grad.
Right.
And that has been a process. I've never written a feature before. And it's funny, like when it's another very personal story, but when I'm picturing the film as I'm writing it, I'm picturing myself as the lead, and I'm like, oh gosh, like I've gotten myself into a trap. So hopefully, I mean, I plan on finishing that by the end of this year, doing some fundraising going into 2027, and inshallah should be filming relatively soon in the next few years.
Yeah. Wonderful. Yeah. So now the dreaded question, is your family supporting you in your ambitions? Yes. They Zabardast.
Yes. I am so blessed to have the family that I have. And I think they always knew when I was growing up. Yeah. Like, this one's gonna do something weird with their life. And you know, I'm the second out of 4. Okay.
So they have faith in the other siblings.
Yes, and that takes a lot of pressure off of me. But I am the only girl. I have
3 brothers.
3 brothers. Yes.
So maybe by that time they don't care. You know, like, it's okay. She can do whatever she wants.
Not as much. But they have, like, I think, so much faith in the person that I've become, and they have supported me through and through. And, you know, actually when I made this film, I didn't show them this film until a few months ago. It had been finished for a long time by then. And I was nervous to show it to them because I didn't want them to see this and think, oh my God, we messed up. Yeah. We did something, we said something, because that's what parents do, you know, is they internalize things. And I don't want to ever put that weight on my parents, because none of like the eating disorder that I went through, none of it had to do with them, you know? So they're very supportive. You know, my brothers are all like very STEM brained, and then there was me and
the non-STEM kid. Yeah.
Non-STEM kid, the only girl. She's got pink hair and she's going to do whatever the hell she wants to do. And I think they're slowly making peace with that. Yeah. But they're supportive. and they want to help the best they can. I think they don't really know exactly how to do that, but they're so like alhamdulillah, they're doing their best and they're amazing, and I love them.
Wonderful, wonderful. So your post grad, is that, how is your post grad helping you with your film ambitions? Does it become easier, or it stays the same whether if you started just fresh? What do you think?
Well, I don't have a 9 to 5 job right now, which
Okay.
gives me a lot of time to think and to work and like on film stuff and to plan and
So the world wants you to do a 9 to 5 job. You just don't want to do a 9 to 5 job.
I really don't want to. I mean, the life of a filmmaker, there are many ways to do it, but I just don't see myself in like the corporate world. And I, am working like odd jobs right now. And I will say, like, as a filmmaker, like doing that, it introduces you to a lot of people, and you get inspired by all the different people that you meet. And I think that's something really powerful. But yeah, so post-grad has been interesting. It's still an adjustment. I got used to school, and I always loved school, even when I was little. And so the idea that like I'm done with school is still a little bit scary.
Right.
But also it's a good thing because now I can do whatever I want.
Yeah, now you have the launching pad.
Yeah.
This film became a launching pad.
Yes.
And
yes, alhamdulillah.
Yeah. Wonderful. No, we wish you all the best.
Thank you so much.
And we have jury awards and audience choice award. And boy, that has been a just stark difference between what the jury selects and what the audience
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's been such an educational experience these 3 years that the audiences think from their emotions and the jury thinks from their experience.
That makes sense. Yeah.
So it's a very wide difference.
Yeah.
But, wish you all the best and wish your film all the best. I'm sure it's gonna do wonderful journey through the film festival world, and more power to you for your future projects.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And then thank you for having me.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.